Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
progress between Federation and Yuri Grom. Negotiations between the Federation and self-styled dictator Yuri Grom are underway to determine the Delta Pavonis system's allegiance. Political correspondent Conrad Sterling published an update for Vox Galactica. In recent years, Yuri Grom has developed a degree of mystique. He was one of the few leaders not to attend the Galactic Summit, and news from within his dominion was scarce. But now he is visibly relishing the opportunity to confront federal representatives under the protection of diplomatic immunity. Initial exchanges were belligerent as both sides argued over who would be the most beneficial partner. This was to be expected since Delta Pavonis is one of the Federation's founding systems, and it would be a significant coup for EG Union to establish a presence so close to Sol. What was unexpected was the mutual respect that gradually developed between Yuri Grom and Ambassador Delphine Dumont. Her charming manner clearly appealed to the dictator, even bringing forth his thunderous laughter on occasion. A deal is now being discussed that would allow the autocracy of Delta Pavonis to have trade and political ties with both parties while remaining independent. Perhaps the Federation has learned some lessons from the recent rebellion, and perhaps Yuri Grom's hatred of the superpower he once served is finally abating. Ambassador condemns entrapment of Yuri Grom. The Federal Diplomatic Corps has officially denounced President Hudson's attempt to capture Yuri.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Salvation, friend or foe? The anonymous Salvation commands much support in the galactic community, but a resistance movement has emerged to sabotage his efforts. Vox Galactica featured a special report from freelance journalist Alexei Keel. In his self-proclaimed war against the Thargoids, Salvation recently scored a major victory by eliminating their forces from the Sadr System. But the ongoing mystery around the identity of this man of science, as well as his controversial methods, have led to a backlash. To deliver vital components for his mysterious anti-Xeno weapon, Salvation once again recruited independent pilots, directly messaging those who had performed tasks for him before. However, this time a counter-initiative was formed by those who did not trust his motivations. It was also supported by believers in non-aggression against the Thargoids, and others who feared that the weapon might endanger Sadr's population. Their actions involved acquiring the components, which were disguised as basic medicines, but destroying rather than delivering them. Whether or not this partial blockade impacted the weapon's effectiveness remains unknown, but it acted as a substantial opposition to Salvation's scheme. Aegis is investigating the Sadr incident, but with faith in that organization at an all-time low, individual commanders are now taking matters into their own hands. Time will tell if Salvation's ambition to replace Aegis is a noble goal, or if we are replacing the devil we know with a darker demon. Galactic Mysteries, Joker's Deck. Eric Gunnarsson of the Wall Glass Investigations Agency discusses the secretive gambling circle attended by the galaxy's wealthiest players. Casinos and gaming hubs have always been popular, tempting people to risk their credits for the chance to score a lucrative win. But where do the billionaires and trillionaires go to enjoy that buzz? Joker's Deck is a highly exclusive gambling event attended only by the rich and powerful. Nobody knows who runs it, only that it's held in a different location each time. Its attendees are guaranteed, and can afford, total anonymity. There was one exception. In 3305, Wallglass was hired to find the heiress Lady Talifa Ambrose, after she vanished along with her family's fortune. I was part of the team that discovered she had gambled away 300 billion credits at Joker's Deck in a high-stakes game of deadlock poker. Their security was so tight that we never learned much more. This year I've been tracking several rumors, such as Joker's Deck being present at the Galactic Summit and inviting political leaders to settle their differences at the Rue Mortel table. But thanks to some costly bribes, which hopefully I can claim back as expenses, I finally got a solid lead. My partner Francesco Wolf and I should have more to reveal soon. With a little luck, we will gain a unique insight into this most privileged of gambling dens. Assuming we play our cards right. Sadr Kruger receives exploration data. Pilots Federation alert. Enormous amounts of data on Earth-like worlds has been collected for a campaign by shipbuilding firm Sadr Kruger. The data is highly valuable to the corporation's subsidiary, Astrogator Tours, which runs holiday cruises across the galaxy and is seeking new locations. The initiative was declared a success by CEO Stanislav Kruger. Not only have we received data about highly promising systems, but many creative commanders provided imagery guaranteed to entice adventure seekers to these new worlds. We are deeply grateful to all pilots who took part. Vistamis Incorporated, Sadr Kruger's partner in this initiative, is now offering payment for the exploration data at your port in the Vistamis system. Tourist beacons will be added to the most suitable systems by Thursday the 28th of October, which will record for posterity the names of the pilots who submitted the most compelling images. As a result of the initiative, a discount of 15% will be applied to sales of all Dolphin, Orca and Beluga liner ships from the 1st of October, alongside a reduction in cost for the luxury class cabins which can be installed in any of Saud Kruger's vessels. Ambassador condemns entrapment.
Surface scan complete. Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yuri Grom targeted by federal strike. Pilots Federation alert. The Delta Pavonis political conference has erupted into conflict between EG Union and Delta Pavonis Galactic Interstellar. Yuri Grom, the ruler of EG Union, broadcast this message. This conference was nothing more than a trap. My delegation was apprehended at gunpoint by a squad of undercover federal agents. Sacrifices made by my loyal guards enabled us to escape from Kessler City, only to find our ships under attack. The Federation has declared war. I will respond in kind. President Zachary Hudson gave an official statement. Yuri Grom is a traitor and a dangerous threat to federal security. We cannot ignore any opportunity to eliminate this ruthless tyrant. Delta Pavonis Galactic Interstellar has asked for federal auxiliaries to provide combat support to its forces. In return, the EG Union called for help from allies of Yuri Grom and enemies of the Federation. Grand Duke Simeon Petrescu, the host of the political conference, has rejected claims that his faction was secretly working with the Federation to entrap Yuri Grom. The Federal Diplomatic Corps has not yet commented on its role in these events. Ambassador condemns Torval loses control of Mastopoulos mining. Senator Zemina Torval has relinquished her long-held position as Mastopoulos Mining's majority shareholder. Official reports confirmed that the board of directors passed a resolution to remove Zemina Torval from their number. Over half of her shares were then sold, thereby drastically reducing her personal influence on the corporation. An anonymous insider gave a statement to the Imperial Herald. Gabriela Mastopoulos made it crystal clear to the other shareholders that it was time to topple Zemina Torval from her perch. But what surprised them was Torval's lack of resistance to this pressure, almost as if she had been planning to step down all along. I've heard that every credit made by selling the shares went straight into the subsidiary that her daughter is running. So maybe all her eggs are going into that basket? In related news, Constantia Torval, Operations Director for Torval Mastopoulos Mining, made an announcement. I am proud to announce that the people of LTT-198 have elected Torval Mastopoulos Mining to replace LTT-198 State Limited as their controlling authority. Permits to gain entry to the system can be earned via the Pride of Bitterwood megaship, which remains in the nearby EGM-559 system. Ambassador condemns entrapment of Europe.
Surface scan complete.
Ambassador condemns entrapment of Yuri Grom. The Federal Diplomatic Corps has officially denounced President Hudson's attempt to capture Yuri Grom in the Delta Pavonis system. The political conference was to determine whether the system's ruling faction would ally with the EG Union or the Federation. It was abandoned when a federal Black Ops team attempted to arrest Yuri Grom's delegation, triggering a conflict in the system. Ambassador Delphine Dumont told the Federal Times, "We have no option but to state that our own government has violated the conventions of diplomatic immunity. This conference was established in good faith with all parties. We were not informed that any hostile act against EG Union was planned. I offer my personal apologies to Yuri Grom. Our negotiations were spirited but honest, and I genuinely felt that progress was being made." This is the first time that the Federal Diplomatic Corps has distanced itself from the actions of a sitting president. Political observers believe that this is to maintain its reputation for integrity, especially in dealings with the Alliance and Empire. Public reaction in the Federation has been varied, with President Zachary Hudson being praised and criticized in equal measure. Insiders within his administration suggest that he is under enormous pressure to regain popularity, following the recent rebellion of several federal systems. Ambassador condemns entrapment of Yuri Grom.
complete. Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete. Landing gear deployed.